to be bringing EA Sports. Broadcast, this was the scene of Mo. They're ready for football. And Philadelphia Eagles. And a nice return sets them up. On 1st and 10, Goff dumps it off to Gurley. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you, that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the game. Not something that could have gone wrong.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Screen pass to Blunt. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Second down now after the pass completion. Time running out here on the play clock. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Play clock winding down. Play fake to Blunt. Now it's Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Connor Barwin in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now Goff on 1st down. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, 55 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Wentz going to give this one to Blunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Now Blunt. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now a carry for Blunt. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Well, partner, one story that certainly caught NFL attention from this last week. Peyton Manning having the statue unveiled in Indianapolis for the years he spent there from 98 to 2011.
How about those years? When you talk about glory years, that's exactly what they were in Indianapolis with Peyton Manning as their starting quarterback. Couple of Super Bowl appearances, 1 victory, but so many records, so many MVPs, so many great memories there. It's right that they retired his jersey and commemorated him with a statue.
Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. On first down, Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And yes, home is where the heart is. And for Robert Woods, it's Los Angeles. He played college football at USC right here in this stadium.
And probably feels comfortable out there. He was an All-American as a Trojan in 2011.
Yeah, really trained to be an NFL player. I mean, he watched a lot of NFL cut-ups and tapes of wide receivers while he was in college before joining them on this stage.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Speaking of Todd Gurley, not his best week last week. He had that streak of 100-yard games going, but I think 14 carries, 43 yards is what I have down for him.
Almost scored a touchdown, though. Reaching for the ball at the pylon. It was ruled a fumble. Trying to get into the end zone, showing that effort, but he definitely looks like the Todd Gurley we saw as a rookie in 2015. He is a force to be reckoned with because it's not just running it. He catches it in the open field, makes people miss, and, of course, will run over a few people along the way as well.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, and the Rams add on to their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Fights loose, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Blunt. Give him 7 on the play. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Wentz to throw on second down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it's 3rd and short.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now Wentz on the bootleg. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So on 4th down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. Bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Robert Quinn from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now Goff. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead extends. It's 15-0. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Going underneath to Blunt. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Eagles on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wentz. Forced out to his left. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. On second down, John Johnson with the INT. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Goff. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's third down.
Looked like he tried it all there, tried to use some physicality, right? Tried to use some footwork, some head fakes, but he was covered the entire way. Dogged in every step. That forced the incompletion. No separation at the end of the route.
And this is caught by Watkins. Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. The 20. Touchdown, LA. Sammy Watkins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Wentz going to throw. Flushed out right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Working from the gun, Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ogletree in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Now Wentz got to have this one. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Barwin in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Gerald Everett, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams add on to their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down, Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here's Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
One final try now for Wentz. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.